and he yanks the arrow out, and his neck just literally explodes as he falls to the ground. And when he falls to the ground, the skeletons as well just kind of dissipate and form piles of bone in front of you.
Explosion firing us. Oh god. No.
So you all are out of combat.
Seriously? Oh god.
Yes.
I rush over to the Seeker. Is there anything we can do for him? I don't know anything about 4E stabilization or anything like that.
Well,
Is he
let's
bleeding
see.
out
He's definitely bleeding. He's at a -2. So we'll say Vale. It's now your turn, and the skeleton basically dissipates into a pile of bones about a foot tall.
Right.
Yeah, we are. But I'm kind of going still turn by turn.
Okay. Right.
And yeah, even though you're actually out of combat, but how about Fail? What are you doing, Fail? You want to, I guess, run back to the room, do a double run back?
Yeah.
All right. You're up now.
I will gingerly step my way through the fire.
All right. I give you last 6 points of damage, and then that last 6 damage. The
More than all the rest of it combined.
damage starts to subside, and you can see that the fire is really starting to dwindle now. Looks like the magic has left the area, and this magical fire is now really starting to extinguish itself.
Alright, so I'll move next to the Seeker and try to heal check him.
Okay, sure, sounds good. I believe it's just a flat DC of 10. Let's see.
Did the Seeker forget the
Stabilize DC. Yeah, it's well, he can stabilize them.
Stabilize the dying DC.
It's DC
15.
15.
What's he have to do? Sleep like 8 hours before he can wake back up, I guess?
Before he becomes conscious with like 0 hit points or 1 hit point.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So yeah, let's see if you can stabilize the dying.
Open or closed?
You can go ahead and just do it openly. Ah,
Oh yeah.
you possess the skills. Yeah. You stabilize him. He's not now he's just stabilized. He's still unconscious. He's still at -2.
Right.
So he still needs to.
But he doesn't have to make death saving
No,
throws
correct,
unless
yeah.
he takes damage, so
Exactly.
that's pretty much what we needed.
Yep, that's exactly what you needed. Yeah. So let's see. Good job on that. Pride. What say you with
I
this?
really can't do anything. I'm immobilized unless that.
No,
effect
that
breaks
is
when you-
that effect is gone as Malareth died. Yes, you lost that effect.
Gonna walk over here. How is the Seeker?
The Seeker he's
He'll
unconscious. You can cast it on him. He just won't get a healing surge worth of hit points. He'll probably get the 1d6 bonus that you would give.
I
He
give
would
him
get
a
that.
flat 4 bonus, something like that.
Yeah, he would get that, but he wouldn't get a surge value
I
because
mean,
he
can you
doesn't
even
have it.
cast these spells out of combat? I mean,
Sure,
is that
why
even a
not?
thing?
Sure, why not? Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, until we rest,
You haven't
they
rested,
Still count
so-
they still count as encounter.
Yeah.
and
I
stuff.
have one. Well, I think I have both my healing surges. I don't think I used any of them in that
No,
combat.
you didn't.
Healing word, I mean, I'm
Healing,
sorry.
yeah.
There you go. So he gets a fucking 5. So he doesn't have any any surges, so he just gets 5. I guess he's away.
Yeah, because you
Says
can see.
minimal heal applied, but he
Yeah.
only went 30.
You can
so
see
he
he's
really
up to
gained
1.
3.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, you can see that
He was down
he got
two.
a little bit. He got a little bit back.
Right.
He had insufficient healing surges, so he just got the minimum heal applied. He took him back up
So-
to 1 hit point.
Yeah, it like if you had maxed that out and rolled a 6, instead of he wouldn't have gained 9, he would have only gone to 1.
That's it. I got you.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
coming
I-
too.
How are you?
I
See,
holds him steady. Just stop. Just stay here. You're very
Zika,
injured.
whatever happened to all this talk about you and your damn shurikens? First thing you do is run right up to the foe.
And it was quite a brave,
I had
brave
to.
charge.
I had a little bit of strength left, and I just had to use the last of my abilities to try to help.
Yes, that was a new technique. You're ever improving, it seems.
Yes, it took a lot out of me though.
Well,
Foolhardy only if he had failed.
Vay's also back with the group as well by now.
Okay.
She comes running
Hey,
in.
Fail. What kind of adventures
we're
have
up
you
to
been
combat.
off on?
I need to rest.
Yes, I walk over to the black box, Dave. Does this look like fit the description of what?
It does. It definitely does. You know,
It's just like a skull.
it is
a box?
it is a closed box. Yes, it is a very small black box.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, my dear.
You should probably see about or look into marrying the Seeker. You two should be joined at the hip for some time now.
The Seeker. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like him enough, but I don't know about that. I don't swing that way.
Everyone has been awarded experience as well. Congratulations. You're all up to 765 now.
What? Alright,
Dave, I don't know if you saw how crazy he's looting.
yeah, he's looting Malareth's body. God, there's a huge blood pool down here. From
No,
the
he's
arrow
going-
that was
He's going
disgorged
through
from
the
his neck.
chests that appear to be up there on the next to the bookcase. I think that's the chest that he's next to.
Yeah, so in this room, I mean, it smells of like death, and it has a reek of, you can smell a very strong iron in the blood that is just everywhere around where Pride's at. You know, in the bookcases, there's all kinds of vials. There's vials on the table. You know, some of the vials are labeled human blood, orc blood, tiefling blood. Basically, all of the different races have a vial with some type of marking of blood or bone dust. You know, now Malareth has a very dark robe on him, and there is a very beautiful staff that he was wielding. Now, as for the other things in the room, on the books, you know, on all the shelves, you can tell that these books all have to do with alchemy, you know, cultist activity, you know, summoning of demons, summonings of devils. But the one thing that you notice, all of these books are out of like a very novice level.
Yes, apparently he wasn't all that. We recognize these as being like common books of the genre, I guess is what you're saying there.
Yeah, correct.
Nothing an advanced student would still be perusing, right?
Yeah, and it's very dimly lit in here, especially now that, you know, the magical fire from the cauldron that you guys tipped over has subsided. You know, there's on the center table, there's a lot of beakers, a lot of vials, a lot of this distilling equipment that alchemists use to prepare, you know, volatile fluids, you know, potions, all that stuff. So, you know, there's also more, you know, like wraith ichor here, giant spider poison, just all kinds of stuff. You know, there's a couple remedies for like hemorrhaging, for things like that. My brother's watching football, obviously. You can hear him in the background. I guess the Dolphins are probably playing, yeah. So on the side tables, those two smaller tables, there's more vials with more sort of like vials similar to what's on the center table, but this is where there's like a journal, and it's like a very small black journal. Kind of matches the book. I'm sorry, matches the box. What's on that very southern table?
Right. Okay.
You know,
I guess
no
I'll
other
look at this journal, Dave.
yeah, more things on the, you know, there's tombs of magic, you know, like research volumes, scrolls that are really useless, a lot of these scrolls are so brittle, you pick them up and they just basically turn into dust.
Yeah, well, I figure we're probably going to scour this room looking for anything and
Okay.
everything of value, I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
So we found the staff of this Malareth character who was wielding. I don't know what sort of dark necromantic it wields, but we'll have to figure it out. I don't even know about selling such a vile instrument. It probably is cursed or something.
Yeah, it would probably bear some kind of value, but it would take a particular type of person to sell it to. Someone that wouldn't usually advertise in town unless they were actually an apothecary. Yeah.
Right.
Now, as for the chest, because I had seen Crazy wanted to check the chest. As you open up the chest, he just flings it open. There is a sack that sits on the bottom of this chest, a very heavy sack, and it has, you open it up, and everybody, as Crazy opens it up, it's like something in a movie. This gold light kind of shines out of the chest and kind of reflects off of the top of the chest, and this is all beautifully new minted gold pieces, and there's probably about 200 gold pieces in this bag.
What did I tell you, Phil? I told you if we got through this, we'd see some coin.
Yeah, that's a huge payday. So that is
a shitload of gold.
It is. So I will go ahead. I've already got I've got a loot parcel set up for you guys. There's also the does anybody want the staff? It is quite a very basic staff, but
I don't know anything about it. No.
yeah, it has all kinds of beautiful arcanic symbols and runes etched on it.
Yeah,
So
I'm keeping it more to keep it out of somebody else's hands than anything. I don't want anything to do with necromancy per se, but I'll hang on to it and study it. Anything to it, if I can get it into some good hands that won't use it for abuse. That's my line of thought.
Sure.
Anyways.
So everybody got another 40 gold apiece, and the item should have went to Pride. No, it did not. It did not take that item. Let's try it one more time. Anyways, I will drop it on your character sheet, Pride, and you can also take a look at it at your leisure.
Whenever we take a rest,
No.
I'll be sure to study on it.
Right?
Yes, my lady.
40 gold. This is your big payoff.
What is a lot of gold to you, Phil? Most peasants live on 2 gold a year, and we
You
have
ever
just
got a
40
peasant?
gold and rubies and all in a day.
Fail, we have gained much more than 40 gold. By my estimates, this axe alone will be more than enough for most.
It's quite the payday. I don't think gold is quite as astronomical in 40 as it is in other editions. I'm unsure.
Well, platinum is actually gold is worth quite a bit more for platinum, I believe. Well, vice versa. I believe in 4th edition, 100 gold is 1 platinum. So if you get platinum, you're really rolling money.
100
Usually,
gold is 1 platinum.
I
Wow.
believe it is. Yeah, and an astral diamond is 50,000 gold pieces.
Jesus.
So there's all kinds of currencies in 4E. And don't forget, these items that you can disenchant into residuum. That's a 1-for-1 gold, and it works just like currency.
Right. We need the thing for that, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically, yeah, you would need, you can use that's basically the common component for all rituals in 4th edition.
But it requires a ritual to even.
Correct, but yeah, you can buy rituals. Rituals are fairly cheap.
Okay, I'll look into that when we get it.
So
down.
keen that staff could be quite good.
That's
too.
what I was thinking. Yes, I don't know about selling it, but at least we could break it down into its essentials and have some sort of sellable
Yep.
thing then, something of market value.
Yeah, it's
I was looking over the Seeker as they talk.
yeah. Everybody by now, everybody's adrenaline is starting to really subside, and you guys are literally exhausted. I mean, you guys just want to, you all want to just sleep. You want to rest. I mean, you have gone for
Dozing off right now.
almost 24 straight hours chasing goblins,
We've
fighting
cleared just
through
about
this
whole
entire.
place,
Yeah, you have. You have basically fought through this entire dungeon, which is a ton of encounters, without a long rest. You've had a couple of milestones. So, as a reward, I am going to give you all a full heal. Everybody's going to get everything back. Everybody's going to be at full hit points. All of that. You guys are going to have that as a
Oh, Dave, we could have
As
taken
a-
the dragon as we were.
as a as a reward. So I'm going to give you guys the extended rest that you really do deserve. No shit. So you guys, let's take a break. It's like almost 11 o'clock. I can't believe how time is flying by.
Yeah.
And we've already had 2 combats in 4th edition and a lot of great RP. So when we come back, we'll RP what goes on during the 6-hour extended break, and you guys can talk about it. And you have one area left of this place that you can check out, or if you decide to leave, you can
To
leave.
visit old Parallax. You may
Oh.
have, yeah.
Wow. So I will see you guys in about 7-8 minutes
Yep.
or so. What has gone on during this 6 hours? Because as you guys all start to come to, you guys awaken kind of naturally, and you've noticed that Fail is not in the room.
Okay.
Seems like the little lady's run off somewhere.
Curious.
This isn't good.
We'll track her down.
It's odd, but perhaps not unheard of for her to slink away.
Indeed, it's not.
Maybe scouting, maybe something like that.
Maybe she's going to try and purloin Parallax's horde, getting herself into all sorts of trouble, no doubt.
Maybe she'll be strapped to the dragon like Princess Leia was strapped to Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, there you go. Who's the flat of you, this guy?
Ursa Boosta! Jusku Baka Chewbacca!
Baka. Baka.
So, shall we go look for her, gentlemen?
Yeah, yes, I think so. We need to keep the group together. We're more powerful together.
I see Vane looking on the ground. Anything there?
Okay, one of the best skilled, the highest skilled person in, I would say probably nature for tracking.
The Ranger?
Vane seems eager to search for her.
That would be him.
Okay.
Crazy's mic is out again. We just had him in here. Oh god.
No, he was here for the break, and then he
Yeah. Alright.
jiggle your connection. Jiggle it.
All right.
Yeah, jiggle it. Just
All
a
right.
little
So
bit.
yeah, you guys are able to track her. It seems like you track her the way that you guys came in. You track her through the room to the south of where Malareth was. You track her back through the chessboard room where the pieces have actually reset. And you guys strategically, turned into these pieces again, and you all strategically moved across the board without, provoking that encounter again. So once you get through the, and this is actually what I want to give you guys one more handout. One more handout of what Malareth looked like. This is what Malareth looked like.
I guess he looks like a worshiper of Baphomet
Yeah.
with those horns on
Yeah,
his head.
exactly.
But he was just he kept citing Orcus, though. I don't understand. Very strange. Very curious.
And you guys get all the way back to the room, and even the horse is gone when you guys
No.
get back to the room. Yes, the horse is gone. But you track, and Vane is able to track, Fail's tracks to where it bypasses the horse and goes right back out the entrance. So it looks like you're able to, and they were fresh tracks, probably because Fail had the last watch, so Fail bowed out during her watch, as everyone else was,
Okay.
finishing their resting. So it looks like she has left the dungeon.
Oh, this is troubling, Bane.
Well, again, it's not the first time that she's disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Dave,
Was
I
she-
take a drink of this water. It was pretty good last time.
Sure. Yeah. You get a healing surge back, yeah.
All right, great.
But you're already at full healing surges anyway. So.
Exactly.
oh, I don't get an extra one. I just
Wah wah wah.
okay, I fill up my water skin with this stuff. I might need it.
Okay.
So what do we do, gentlemen?
Well,
With
let's
our
check.
loot, I pat myself down as my
Let's-
coin pouch and everything intact. Bane?
It is. It is.
Okay.
Should we check the rest of this portion of the dungeon before we leave and go out?
Well, what about Parallax? We haven't even spoken with him.
No, you have not.
He
have
would
not
be down
talked
the
to
other.
dragon.
We
He's
haven't
to
been
the north.
yet. Yeah, we haven't been north yet.
It might almost be worth perhaps going back to town and coming back, luring him to a sense of security that nothing is coming for him.
He doesn't necessarily think that we're coming for him anyways. I guess
We
he just tolerated this Malareth. We'll speak to him. See what he's on.
We could pose as allies and show him our good faith killing his enemy Malareth.
Enemy, right?
We shall see. I don't know about going back to town and coming back out here, though. I mean, once we get to town, who knows what Erton has in store for us. Maybe the bandit lord needs killing immediately or something.
True. The-
The Bandit Lord. Oh my God.
It never can tell.
I see
what
wisdom in your words.
Really? Okay. Let's go see about this old Parallax.
All right. You do know
I don't
that's
think
a.
so, Vane. He may be though.
I like to listen at this door, Dave.
Okay. You can hear beyond this door. You can hear a very subtle type of speech. It sounds like a very Slavic type of. It's
Whoa.
a very, very, very rough, brutal type of language. Probably draconic. Probably a draconic type of language.
She's in here, guys.
Okay. All right.
Wait, what?
I opened the door.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. You open up the door. And all the way down towards the end of the hall, you see 3 kobolds. Now, these 3 kobolds, they all have their spears drawn. They all look at you, and they give you like this, they give you a saluting, sort of like a saluting where they pull up their spear to their chest and they kind of bow a little bit. And it doesn't look like it looks like they are not being threatful at all.
All Yes,
I'll-
we come to see your master Parallax. Is he Is he granting an audience today?
Yeah, and just as you guys open the door, one last thing, Willie. You guys all get a blast of wintry air that hits you. Oh, very cool, very and actually it feels really good. Especially you guys have just had a nice a rest. You've all ate. Everybody can deduct one ration off of your character sheet as well. So you all have full bellies. It's hot in here. It's stinky, but this cold wintry air hits you. It actually is kind of it's
It's
sort of
like
like
eating a
a
peppermint
relief.
patty or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. And you can also hear a very low rumbling of a growl of a it's kind of echoing throughout the chamber. It is a very dimly lit room in here. There's all kinds of magic, these sconces that are on the wall with these magic sticks in them, these sun rods that are, emanating a very low orange light. Lots of, lush red velvet curtains hanging in this first hallway here, all along the passages, and these are your typical kobolds. They're clutching their spears, snarling at you, not meaning to snarl, and they're being as courteous as they possibly could for a kobold, anyways. And they've got slaughtered, drooling out of their mouth, massive overbites or underbites for their snouts, and they're waving you to the north. And then one says in a very, very high-pitched, common, "Come, come! Come! Parallax expects visitors! Parallax expects!" So,
I'll mount my maul on my shoulder.
okay. So as you're, entering more and more of this chamber, you can see that there are some doors on the right-hand side. Beautifully exquisite doors that have a lot of religious iconage from multiple deities. And these kobolds are moving back, continuously waving you on. Come!
Check it.
Come!
Recognize any of them?
Oh, yeah. Moradin, let's see.
Same ones from the beginning?
Pretty much. There's Baphomet. Baphomet, exactly. Basically the platinum dragon. There is looks like there's symbols of Moradin. There's also symbols of Arathis and symbols of Pelor. And
They're the same ones from
yeah.
the entrance to the cave.
Yeah, but it looks like these aren't doors though. These are actually beautiful, like a very beautiful silk, very high quality, very expensive silk
tapestry.
curtain. Yes,
Oh.
and it looks like it's broke down the middle, and you can just kind of walk past the curtains. And the kobolds are come. Our god awaits. Our god awaits for you now.
Alright,
I
let's
hold
go
my
talk to
tongue.
him, guys.
Yes, indeed. Let's go see Lord Parallax.
Yes, Lord Parallax, very strong god. Like all other gods, very powerful.
So we have heard.
Oh,
Which way shall
yes,
we go to
yes.
get an audience with your lord?
Come this way. Come this way, humans. You shall meet Parallax very soon. He is looking forward to meeting you. So as you guys, start to travel down the hallway, there are more and more of these kobolds, coming out of the woodwork. I mean, they are literally everywhere. You guys are outnumbered like 3-1. I mean, and they're all they're all definitely, You know, they're all
Stay close,
clutching
guys. Stay close.
spears.
Yeah, where
Come!
these guys at?
Come! And you know, you see another altar. You see more of these beautiful red silk curtains, you know, that are sort of like going to a middle room here.